They called him Jesus. He came to love, heal and forgive. He lived and died to buy my pardon. An empty grave is there to prove my Savior lives. Because He lives, I can face tomorrow. Because He lives, all fear is gone. Because I know who holds the future, and life is worth the living just because He lives.
Alright, let's get started on our Bible tonight. My hair probably looks terrible, but that's alright. Yeah, it does. It'll be alright. We're going to go look at 42. So let's get started at 42. Joseph's brothers in Egypt. Okay. Now when Jacob saw that there was corn in Egypt, Jacob said to his sons, "Why do you look one upon another?" And he said, "Behold, I have heard that there is corn in Egypt. Get you down thither, and buy it for us from thence, that we may live and not die." And Joseph's 10 brethren went down to buy corn in Egypt. But Benjamin, Joseph's brother, Jacob, sent not with his brethren, for he said, "Lest peradventure mischief befall him." And the son of Israel came to buy corn among those that came, for the famine was in the land of Canaan. And Joseph was the governor over the land. And it was that sold all the people of the land. And Joseph's brethren came and bowed down themselves before him with their face to the earth. And Joseph saw his brethren, and he knew them, but made himself strange unto them, and spoke roughly unto them. And he said unto them, "Hence come ye?" And they said, "From the land of Canaan to buy food." And Joseph knew his brethren, but they knew him not. And Joseph remembered the dreams which he dreamed of them, and said unto them, "Ye are spies to see the nakedness of the land ye are come." Now, do you think that if he was actually a picture of Jesus, that this right here would really happen? I don't think so. God's not the author of confusion, but this is confusion. Okay, 10. And they said unto them, "Nay, my Lord, but to buy food are thy servants come. We are all one man's son. We are true men, thy servants are no spies." And he said unto them, "Nay, but to see the nakedness of the land are ye come." And they said, "Thy servants are 12 brethren, the sons of one man in the land of Canaan. And behold, the youngest is this day with our father, and one is not." And Joseph said unto them, "That is it that thou speakest unto you, saying, Ye are spies. Hereby ye shall be proved. By the life of Pharaoh ye shall not go forth hence, except your youngest brother come hither. Send one of you, and let him fetch your brother, and ye shall be kept in prison, that your word may be proved, whether there be any truth in you, or else by the life of Pharaoh surely ye are spies." And he put them all together into a ward 3 days. And Joseph said unto the third day, Do this and live, for I fear God. Now, how could he fear God when he's doing something like this, okay? If ye be true men, let one of your brethren be bound in the house of your prison. Go ye, carry corn for the famine of the house, but bring your younger brother unto me, so shall your words be verified, and ye shall not die. And they did so. And they said one to another, We are verily guilty, concerning our brother, in that we saw the anguish of his soul when he besought us, and we would not hear. Therefore is this distress come upon us. And Reuben answered them, saying, Speak I not unto you, saying, Do not sin against the child. And ye would not hear. Therefore, behold, also his blood is required. And they knew not that Joseph understood them, for he spoke unto them by an interpreter. And he turned himself about from them, and wept, and returned to them again, and communed with them, and looked from Simeon, and bound him before his eyes. So he understood what they're saying, and they're saying that he had an interpreter, but he spoke Egyptian to them. And Joseph commanded to fill their sacks with corn, and to restore every man money unto his sack, and to give them provisions for the way. And thus did he unto them. And they laid their asses with the corn, and departed thence. And as one of them opened his sack to give his ass provender in the inn, he espoused his money, and behold, it was in his mouth, in his sack's mouth. And he said unto his brethren, My money is restored, and lo, it is even in my sack. And their hearts failed them, and they were afraid, saying one to another, What is this that God hath done unto us? So why are they blaming God? Okay? Was it God's fault? Did God put that money in each one of them's sack? Okay. And they came into Jacob their father, and to the land of Canaan, and told him all befell unto them, saying, The man who is Lord of the land spoke roughly to us, and took us for spies of the country. And we said unto him, We are true men, we are no spies. I have to say that even spies have to be men or women. We be 12 brethren, son of our father. One is not, and the youngest is this day with our father in the land of Canaan. And the man, the Lord of the country, said unto us, Whereby shall I know ye are true men? Leave one of your brethren here with me, and take food for the famine of your household, and be gone. And bring your youngest brother unto me. Then shall I know that ye are no spies, but that ye are true men. So will I deliver you your brother, and ye shall traffic in the land. And it came to pass, as they emptied their sacks, that behold, every man's bundle of money was in the sack. And when both they and their father saw the bundles of money, they were afraid. And Jacob their father said unto them, Me have ye, be bereaved of my children. Joseph is not, and Simeon is not, and ye will take Benjamin away? All these things are against me. And Reuben spoke unto his father, saying, slay my 2 sons, if I bring him not to thee. Deliver him into my hands, and I will bring him to thee again. And he said, My son shall not go down with you, for this brother is dead, and he is left alone. If mischief befall him by the way in which ye go, then shall ye bring down my gray hairs with sorrow to the grave. Now we are on 43. And the famine was sore in the land. And it came to pass, when they had eaten up the corn which they had brought out of Egypt, their father said unto them, Go again and buy us a little food. And Judah spoke unto him, saying, The man did solemnly protest unto us, saying, Ye shall not see my face, except your brother be with you. And if thou wilt send our brother with us, we will go down and buy thee food. But if thou wilt not send him, we will not go down. For the man said unto us, Ye shall not see my face, except your brother be with you. And Israel said, Therefore dealt ye so ill with me, as to tell the man whether he had yet a brother. And they said, The man asked us strictly of our state, and of our kinward, saying, Is your father yet alive? Have ye another brother? And we told him according to the tenor of those words. Could we certainly know that he would say, Bring your brother down? In other words, he said, Well, did we know that he was going to say that? No, they didn't. And Joseph said unto Israel his father, Send a lad with me, and we will arise and go, that we may live and not die, both we and thou, and also our little ones. I will be surety for him, and my hand shalt thou require him. If I bring him not unto thee, and set him before thee, then let me bear the blame forever. For except that we had lingered, surely now we had returned the second time. We should have already done this. And their father Israel said unto them, If it must be so now, do this. Take of the best fruits of the land in your vessels, and carry down the man a present, a little palm, and a little honey, spices, and myrrh, nuts, and almonds. And take double money in your sacks, and the money that was brought again in the mouths of your sack, carry it again in your hands. Peradventure, it was an oversight. Take also your brother and arise, go again unto the man. And God Almighty give you mercy before the man, that he may send away your other brother and Benjamin. If I be bereaved of my children, I am bereaved. In other words, if I have to cry my heart out and have this burden on me, then I guess I'm just going to have this burden. And the man took the present, and they took double money in their hand, and Benjamin, and arose up and went down to Egypt, and stood before Joseph. And when Joseph saw Benjamin with them, he said to the ruler of his house, Bring those men home, and slay, and make ready, for these men shall dine with me at noon. And the men did as Joseph bade. And the men brought the men into Joseph's house. 18. And the men were afraid, because they were brought into Joseph's house. And they said, Because the money that was returned in our sack at the first time, we are brought in, that he may take occasion against us, and fall upon us, and take us for bondmen and our asses. And they come near to the steward of Joseph's house, and they commune with him at the door of the house. and said, O sir, we come indeed down at the first time to buy food. And it came to pass, when we came to the end, that we opened our sacks, and behold, every man's money was in the mouth of the sack. Our money is full weight, and we have brought it again to our land. And other money have we brought down in our hands to buy food. We cannot tell who put the money in our sacks. And he said, Peace be to you, fear not. Your God and the God of your father hath given you treasures in your sacks. I had your money, and we brought Simeon out unto them. And the man brought men unto Joseph's house, and gave them water, and they washed their feet, and he gave their asses provender. And they made ready the presents against Joseph came at noon, for they heard that they should eat bread there. And when Joseph came home, they brought him in the presents which was in their hands into the house, and bowed themselves to him to the earth. And he asked them of their welfare, and said, Is your father well, the old man of whom you speak? Is he yet alive? And they answered, Thy servant our father is good in health. He is yet alive. And they bowed their heads and made obeisance. Now, obeisance is respect, I'm pretty sure. I think that's a word I would like to look up. Oh, right here. I don't have to go too far. Right here. Okay, 7812. To depress, reflect in homage to royalty or God. Bow down, crouch, fall down, humbly bespeech, do, make, obedience, to reverence, make to stop, worship. So now these men are worshiping their brother. So let's go back to the dream. The dream said that they were going to do that, and now here they are doing it. So the dream came true. All right, 29. And he lifted up his eyes and saw his brother Benjamin, his mother's son, and said, This is your younger brother of whom you spoke unto me. And he said, God be gracious unto thee, my son. And Joseph made haste, for his bowels did yearn unto his brother. And he sought where to weep, and he entered into his chambers and wept there. And he washed his face and went out and refrained himself and said, Sit on bread. Sit on bread. Okay. And they sat on for him by himself, and for them by themselves, and for the Egyptians which did eat with him by themselves, because the Egyptians might not eat bread with the Hebrews, for that is an abomination unto the Egyptians. Okay, so Joseph set off over here, and they set off over here. They wasn't allowed to sit down at the same table, because now Joseph is not a Hebrew no more. He is did a transition over to being an Egyptian. Okay, he's from Egypt, so he took all that. Okay, all right. So it's an abomination to the Egyptians. And they set before him the firstborn according to his birthright, and the youngest according to his youth. And the man marveled one at another. And he took and sent message unto them from before him. But Benjamin's mess was 5 times so much as many of they that drank and were married with him. All right, we are at a stopping point of 44, and we will come back and work on some more. So I hope I did a good job. I know I messed up a few and all, but I'm only human. Thank you guys for watching. This is how to donate to my PayPal. You come down here to Poor Man's Sewing, and you mash on Poor Man's Sewing. Then you go over here to About. You mash on About, and right here is to donate to Poor Man's Sewing. Thank you. I appreciate everything that is donated. It will go to the sewing shed that we are working on, or anything that you want me to put it on there, just leave a note on there and I will see what it says. And I really do appreciate you donating and watching my channel. A lot of hugs and kisses to you.